What's up, guys? Before anything else, hey, come on, give me that like button and hit the subscribe button. We are trying to make it to 5,000 subscribers. Now let's get to it. Before we do anything, please understand that this, my friends, is not financial advice. You are more than free to do whatever you like with your money, and so am I. And that being said, let's grab a sip of coffee from my Casper Maxi mug. Everything, guys, definitely everything tastes better with Casper. Today we're about to do the same thing we do every day. First, you guys already know the drill, right? We're gonna look at market performance for the past 24 hours. Right after that, we'll check out prices in details. I know, I can't get it off my head. Oh my God. And right after that, we will check on our positions. Okay? Are we buying Lambos yet? I don't know about you, but I think I'm close. I'm very close. Anyways. Okay, let me set this down here. Now, here's the drill. I know when I tell guys, like, listen, all I want to do is acquire 5 million Kaspa coins. Some people look at me and think it is a crazy thing to do. Some people might say, excuse me. Okay, there you go. Some people might say, like, yeah, I don't think you can do it. Some people say that they don't see me spending so much money out of pockets and blah blah blah. Some people would tell me, okay, why don't you sell some of your bitcoins and blah blah blah. And again, I look at all those scenarios. When you look at all those scenarios, I go like, nah, I'm a patient guy. What is the whole thing? I mean, like, it doesn't make any sense if I tell you have to be patient in a trade and I am not patient. It doesn't make any sense at all. So that's why I said today, I think if I show you guys my strategy on how, my roadmap, for example, on how I plan to go to 5 million Casper coins, maybe it will start making sense to you guys, okay? Let's start first with my Bitcoin. I bought Bitcoin. When I bought it, there was no Casper. A lot of you already know that. And I'm so stubborn, like a billy goat, that when I make a plan, I don't know what you're gonna have to do to take me out of that lane. Yeah, I don't know. So I bought Bitcoin with the simple solution, simple plan of that once it hits that 300,000 to 400,000, maybe 500,000, we'll reevaluate the market. If it is still going up, we keep it. If not, I'm selling it. Because again, everybody and their grandmama keeps telling you, like, yo, Bitcoin is going to go to 1 million, it's going to go to 500 million, or blah blah blah. I don't think that will happen. Bitcoin will not go to $2-3 million like they're telling you. It's not going to happen. Okay, call me crazy. Hey, it's not the first time, right? The people have done that before. But I will give you one single point. The rest is a rabbit hole that when you start to dig it, you will understand what I'm talking about. Okay? Security. The security of Bitcoin. That is why I do not believe Bitcoin is going to go to $1 million or $2 million like people are saying. Now, when you look at it, the miners, they get incentivized to mine Bitcoin because they're getting rewards, right? Now look, how much Bitcoin has been mined? How much is left? And on top of that, the cost of mining Bitcoin has gone up so high, it's not even funny. On day-to-day basis, you cannot use Bitcoin for transaction because, like, we would have said, okay, once the mining rewards go down, we can use Bitcoin as day-to-day transactions, and then the fees could be generated from that. But we already know, I think I've talked about it here before, that transacting on Bitcoin is hell to the no. You take it off the Bitcoin network, go to the Lightning, you have very big, even bigger security issues. So yeah, for me, my little amount of Bitcoin that I have at $400,000 or $500,000, we will see what the market is saying. And if not, it's time to sell it. And it's even going to get worse by the time Casper gets these VProcs and the ecosystem running. It still don't make sense to people yet, but I'm telling you, Once people begin to discover Casper, yep, you are going to see Casper there, $1 trillion, $2 trillion, or even 3. You are going to see it. It's going to happen. And those of you laughing about me talking for about $10 Casper are going to eat their own words. Because imagine Casper at the market cap of Bitcoin right now. That would be $100 or something close or a little bit above of $100 for one Casper. If you ask me if I have to wait 10 years or 15 years to get $100 Casper, I'm in. Because again, the goal is that I won 5 million Casper coins. Okay, if you don't believe, look, there's a website called Market Cap Off. I did it earlier. See, what would the Casper, the price of Casper be when the price of Bitcoin, the market cap of Bitcoin at, let's say Bitcoin was $125,000, right? So that's why I put all-time high. That will put Casper at $92.77. And imagine now, if by then people have discovered that Bitcoin is full of shit, guess what they're going to do? People are going to go to Casper and all that market cap. Like I always tell you, the only scenario I see money trickling down is going to be from Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, whatever they're hiding it. The raccoon under the mattress is going to creep into Casper, and you guys are going to see it. So yeah, thinking about it that way, I'm trying to make my life goal to get 5 million Caspers, not by selling any of my assets, but by using this roadmap I'm about to show you guys. Okay, a lot of you know that I do leverage trading, right? And when I do leverage trade, I'm a long-term trader. Okay, so it is so simple. I don't think today's video is going to take long, but hey, because this is how it's going to go, we're going to mix things together today. On one of my leverage trades, I'm trading Casper, Quant, Jasmy, Cubic. Those are the 4 coins that I am trading. Okay, with the points of that, we know last all-time high for Jasmy, let's start with Jasmy. Last all-time high for Jasmy was around 30 cents. Okay, so that, I'm trying to trade it upwards towards 30 cents or whatever the market is going to be. When we get to that all-time high, I'm taking my profit, close shop, use some of that, short the market. Now, for those of you, to give you an idea of what I'm talking about, let's do this. Let's choose one. For example, Bydfi, or what you call it, Wix exchange. Okay, let's take Wix. I have my position here. Let's take profit for Jasmy, for example. Okay, when you look at this, let's say I am not patient enough, or let's just say Jasmy only runs to 20 cents. Okay, 0.2. That will give me $117,000 for Wix exchange only. Okay, now we go to Phemex. When you look at Phemex, let's go to Jasmy and see take profits on Jasmy here. Let's say 20 cents, 0.2, $171,000. So 117 plus 171. Okay, keep those numbers in mind. We go to Bydfi and let's see, come on, let's see Bydfi. Let's go to my this and look at Jasmy. What is Jasmy? Right here. You got 20 cents, 0.2. That will give me 188. So 170, 188, and 118, right? So if you pull out your calculator, that means like, where's my calculator at? Calculator. And now we start looking at it. First one, 117,786, right? 117,786. We do this 117,786 plus, let's take the second one, which is 178. Come on, let me just open it. 171,827. 171,827. Okay, and this is just based on 20 cents. We are not talking about Jasmy hitting that all-time high 30 cents or even going above. I'm just going to take a conservative number. Okay, so we add this to, let's see, Bydfi, which is sitting at 188,473. Okay, 188,473, which means for my Jasmine trades alone at 20 cents, let's just say the market topside Jasmine at 20 cents, I have now $478,000 in profits. Okay, now me being me, like I told you guys, I always divide everything in 4. I divide this into 4. I have $119,000. Okay, $119,000 to short the market. This is just on Jasmine, $119,000. Okay, now if you go look at it, you can also add my second positions, which is let's see, my second positions. I'm going to take quant, for example. Okay, I'm going to take quant QNT right here. Quant, let's just say it goes just barely above what you call it, come on, so excuse me, I have to dwell, above all-time high. Let's just say quant did not perform as good as everybody thinks, and we are just going to take let's say $650. Okay, $650 for these positions. I am going to make, okay, you can see it right there, it says 41,000. Okay, 41,755. This is on Wix. Now we go look at Phemex. Let's go Phemex. $650,000 quant, for example. Let's say quant here. $650. I am going to make here 39,863, right? 39,863. Okay. Now we go to Bydfi. We go to Bydfi and we look at quant, take profit, let's say 650. Again, I'm trying to be as bearish as possible. Here gives me 87,108, okay? 87,108. Now, we go to our calculator because I'm trying to show you. This is how I'm going to get my 5 million Casper coins. Now, if you see here, let's see, I want to keep this number, which is 119,521. Okay, now we start adding. First one was 41,000. Okay, 49,755. 755 plus the next one was 39,863. 39,863 plus the last one was 87,108. Right, 87,108. Okay, now I do have here $90,000. $90,000. Again, I divide by 4. Divide by 4. I do have extra $22,000. Okay, 581. Okay, which is going to be added to my shorting, to my shorting positions. Okay, now because I divided it by 4. Now we go look at the next position, which again we can be looking at, is going to be, we've looked at quant, we look at Casper. Now we'll look at quant, we look at Jasmine. Now we look at Casper. A lot of people are being bearish. Like I told you guys, short term, I'm going to make money of this. So I am going to use the most bearish scenario for Casper. For example, let's just say 70 cents. Okay, let's say Casper's tops out at 70 cents, which I don't believe, but hey, it's up to people, right? 0.7. This position here will give me $78,000. Excuse me, sorry. $78,000, 321, right? 78,321. And now you go into Phemex, and we look. Let's look for Casper. What is Casper? Right here at $78. 78 cents or 70 cents. Sorry, it will give me 82,658. Right, 82,658. Now you go. Last but not the least, you go into Bydfi. Okay, Bydfi. What is Casper? Casper. Right here. Jasmine, quant, Casper. Okay, Casper at 70 cents. Okay, 0.7. That will give you 81,157. So you have 81,157. Right. So now, like I told you guys, you add all of them together because I have 3 different positions, right? So the first one, 78,321, 78,321, plus the second one, 82,658, 82,658, plus the third one, which is 81,157. 81,157. Okay, so for Casper, all my positions is going to sit at like I said, this is going to be the most bearish price, right? So I'm going to sit at 242. Now we divide that by 4. Like I always tell you, I only want to use 1/4. So for this position here, I have 60,005. Okay, 534. So if I add this together, for my shorting, the money I'm going to use to short the living Jesus out of the market is going to be this plus the 22 from Quant plus $22,000, 581 plus the one again, 119,521. Okay, 119,521. So the amount of money I'm trying to use to short the market is going to be 202,000. This is in the bearish scenario. Let's just say price did not hit like I think, because for me, like I already told you guys, Casper is going to make me a lot of money. And if it is compared to the Raccoon Cardano, meaning that in this short term, Casper is going to go above $3 to $4. I believed so, but hey, I'm just using the short term. So yeah, 202. I'm using 3 different platforms. So I'm going to divide this into 3, meaning that 67,000 on Bydfi, 67,000 on Phemex, and 67,000 on Wix exchange, and then short the market using that. Okay, that is at the bearish scenario. Now everybody else, okay, will start asking you, okay, that is just for me shorting the market. Yeah, now how do I get Casper? At the end of the shorts, okay, at the end of the bear market, we are also going to get money, because people, now you have not calculated. I cut my money into 4. 1 is to short the market. What about the 1/3? What happened to it? Right? Like I said, if you've been watching my videos, when I cut into 4, 1/4 goes into my checking, another 1/4 on my day, on my what you call it? Crap. One into my checking, another one for my rainy days, okay? And I still have another 1/4 left, meaning that on each of these positions, when I cut it at the top of the market, okay, I still have around $200 and something thousand sitting on the side. Now, when we go to the bottom, after shorting the market, I am going to have even more. Like for example, if things go according to plan, now you see all my positions. If you can pause my videos, you will see them. I did not invest more than some positions are just $400. Some of them are $1,000. Some of them I didn't invest. If you put all of them together, it's not like $30,000, and yet I make a profit of $400,000. Imagine when I short the market and each position has more than $10,000. What do you think my profits are going to be? Therefore, I think by the time I short the market, I should have more than $1 million, or maybe more dollars, in thousands. That's what I should be having if I use $200,000 to short the market. Now that is where my strategy comes in. Okay, let's just say Casper goes to, let's say I'm using the bearing scenario, the bearish. Let's say Casper goes to 70 cents to the top, and then the market crash. Casper might be coming all the way back down again, let's say 20 cents. Okay, at 20 cents, now if I have, after I add the 202,000 I made from the market going up, and then market coming down, I short the market, and I have an extra $600,000, that will give me what? $800,000, right? $800,000, and you, excuse me. Yeah, sorry about that. I had to drink some water. So that if you have $800,000 from shorting the market and longing the market and the rest of the things, okay, now that's where the magic happens. Okay, so if you look at it, yeah, just by longing the market with less than $20,000, I made $400,000. Okay, now I'm shorting the market with over $200,000. Yep, I'm looking at making around $1 million or $2 million. Now $2 million, yeah, I can take half of that, buy Casper on spot. Let's say, like I said, 70 cents coming back down to like 20 cents. Okay, because that from 70 to 20, that will give you an average of probably 86% down, like the market usually retrace. That's what will happen. And if you do your math, let's see, mathematics here. Let's say I include $800,000 divided by 20, let's say 20 cents. There you have it, 4 million Casper coins. Right now, in my wallet, I hold close to 880,000 Casper coins. So if you do this plus 880,000, again, I'm not counting the ones I'm going to, because I keep buying, okay? I keep buying. So this will put me 4.8, close to 4.1 million Casper coins. And this is just right now. It's not counting the Casper that I buy every 2 weeks. So yeah, that is my roadmap. It is not that hard for you to understand it, but it just takes patience. It takes patience, okay? We're going up the market right now. And this, my friends, is just price of the assets that we are trading in the bearish form. Imagine if Jasmine goes to 60 cents, because I think when you put the numbers, you put the lines, you put everything else, it is showing you that Jasmine is going to go up to 60 cents. But I have my doubts because the time, okay, we only have 6 weeks to 2 months to see what the market is going to do. The time is what is making me doubt the 60 cents, okay? Casper, again, short term, I think $3 to $4 is very, very possible. But again, the time, look at the macroeconomic and you look at the time, that is what kind of holds me back. Like, yeah, Casper might be at $2, $1.50 or something like that. And then you look at Quant. I told you guys, Quant is a $5,000 coin. But because of the time, again, look at the macroeconomy and look at the timing, yeah, we might get $700, $800 Quant. Okay, so again, just with the bearish targets, I am planning to short the market with around $200,000 or $300,000. And when we get back down there with that amount, my profit's probably going to be $2 or $3 million. With $3 million profits, yep, I'm going to put $2 million into Casper to get those 5 million coins that I'm looking for. So again, that is my strategy. And if you notice, okay, it's not money from my pockets. That is something that people are not paying attention to. It's money I make from leverage, the house money. My own money right now, if you look, okay, look at this. Let's go back a little bit, okay? For example, Bydfi, look at my Jasmine position. I only having $392, okay? Just $392, okay? You add that to the next one, 1,000. That's 1,300. That's all I have on my Casper position, right? And then you add that to Quant. My Quant position only is $477, right? You add that, that will put it like what, 1,700, and then you add that to my Cubic, which is 194. So if you put it together on week's exchange, approximately just $2,000. That's what I invested on these long positions. Now you go into Phemex. Okay, Phemex, let's see here. Oh, come on, contracts. On Phemex, my, if you look here, there we go. My Jasmine position, I only put in $259. It is right here, see? $259, okay? Add that, that will be 2,200, okay? Approximately, I'm adding the one plus what I put it in weeks, okay? 2,200. On my Casper, I have 1,400, okay? $1,400. If you add that, that will be 3,600 in all total, okay? Approximately. On my Quant, I only have 886. So if you add that, okay, it will be 3,000. What did I say? 3,800. That will be around $4,200 or something like that. Okay. Now you go back. We go look at Bydfi. How much do I have invested there? On my Bydfi Casper, I have here $1,100 or something like that, right? You see, if you add it, so close to what? $4,000 at my Quant. That's where I have my highest. my highest amount on my coin, because I invested it way earlier, $8,000. If you add that, that would be $12,000 in all positions. And now if you add my Jasmine, 387. So in all my positions, okay, you can stop it and do your math yourself. In every position, be it Wix, Phemex, Margex, oh, not my Wix, Phemex, and Bydfi, I did not spend more than $13,000. And those $13,000 are going to make sure they give me, in the bearish scenario, $200,000 to short the market. See, now I also have $200,000 free money sitting there waiting for the market to come down. By the time we short this thing, if you add that to or whatever I'm planning on making, if I use $200,000, probably $2-3 million. Half of that straight to Casper spot. Again, that is my plan. Not even using house money. I mean, not even using my own money, but house money. It's difficult, yes. The temptations are there, yes. But hey, like I always say, if you want to succeed in this market, first you need to have a plan. That is my plan. Now, coming high rain, high water, sunny day, winter, whatever comes my way, I am going to maintain that game plan. That's what I'm going to do, no matter what. And I'm going to make sure I get 5 million Casper coins. Now, I want to know about you. What's your plan? How are you planning on getting to your goal? Because again, it takes time, it takes patience, and it takes dedication. Like you guys can see, every 2 weeks, I buy Casper. Every 2 weeks. I can easily convert my Bitcoin to Casper, but nah, that is not it. I'm not a quitter. I don't go halfway and then do something else. If I had done that, again, I would have lost so much money that it's not even funny. Like I remember when Solana came out, I was buying out of pocket. I didn't use my Bitcoin to convert and then get Solana, no. And that helped a lot, because if I had done that, Casper went to $74,000. You know, I'm sorry, Bitcoin went to $74,000. You know how much money I would have lost. The hype's still there, okay? If I had done that at 74,000, convert some to Solana, Bitcoin climbed to what, 90,000. You know how much money I would have lost. The hype's still there. If I had done that at that price, Bitcoin went to 125,000. Do you know how much money I would have lost? Now, the story is changing because Casper is coming out with VPROX. And that popularity that Bitcoin has is about to be put to test. And that, my friends, that's why I'm telling you, if Bitcoin pushes next run, not this one. This run, I think 150, 160,000, we will see if it can go above it or not. But next one, if Bitcoin pushes, I think you are looking at something probably 300,000 to 400,000, and then I will get rid of it. Because by then, Kaspa will be full-fledged out, gloves on. Round 10, fight. you remember that, right? Kaspa will be on Roy Jones mode, Muhammad Ali mode, Mike Tyson left hook mode. That's what Kaspa will be on. So yeah, for me, that's my plan. And that's what I tend to stick on. If it comes out good, good. If it didn't, at least I tried. I'm not the type that changes the course of my action in the middle of anything. That's me. Okay, so like I said, now I want to know what's your game plan. Okay, anyways, now let's go right quick. Let's go look at the market. Let's see how the market has been performing, because again, like I told you guys, we are not in the bear market. You have 6 weeks to 2 months. Let's see what the macro decides after that, if they're going to keep pumping or is it time to close shop. But anyways, let's go look at right quick crypto bubbles. And we have here crypto bubbles. See, I told you, you have to look at it. Everything is resetting weekly, monthly, and what we are looking for now is the yearly to reset. That's what we're waiting for. Okay, now let's start first with King Kaspa, KAS, and we do have here for the past hour 1.3% up, 0.5% down on the day, 7.9% down on the week, 3.8% up on the month. And then we look at 71.1% down on the year, sitting at a market cap of $1.19 billion and a 24 hours volume traded at $14.35 million. Guys, again, look at that volume. That volume is too low. Money is about to get made. I don't know about you. That volume is too low. Anyways, Now we go to the next one, which is going to be Quant, QNT, the banker's coin, and the coin a lot of people love to hate. You see that 0.2% up in the last hour, 1% up in the day, 7% up in the week, 10% up in the month, and 33.2% down in the year, sitting at a market cap of $1.18 billion and a 24 hours volume traded at 30.24. I tried to warn you. That volume was down to 10 million, and I tried to warn you it's going to go, because when the volume is too low, it's about to pop, right? Well, if you took the trade, congratulations, because Quanti is not waiting for anybody, okay? But this is just the start. It is going, okay? Now we look at the next one. It's going to be Cubic, okay? Let's see if they're still throwing stones at each other. For the past hour, 0.2% up, 0.1% up on the day, 2.3% up on the week, 21.7% up on the month, and 76.6% down on the year. I told you about it. That yearly, when it was like 86, normally when you got that 86, 90% down, that is when you're supposed to start getting your entry positions in, right? But anyways, it's up to you. Sitting at a market cap of $95.69 million and a 24 hours volume traded at $1.34 million, okay? Now, we do have, the next one is going to be Jasmine, the Japanese Bitcoin. Let's see what's going on in that camp. For the past hour, 0.5% up, laying flat on the day, 9.9% down on the week, 32.9% up on the month, and 77% down the year. Remember the same situation. When Jasmine was sitting at 86% down, I told you I'm entering my trade. I'm entering my long position, and that's what I did. Sitting at a market cap of $403.86 million and a 24 hours volume traded at $22.11 million. Okay, there we have that. Now we go look at Jonathan's pet turtle. He calls it Bitcoin, and I call it the orange guy. So the orange guy here, let's see what we got. For the past hour, 0.1% up, 0.2% down on the day, 4.4% up on the week, 7.5% up on the month, and 86.6% down on, 8.6% down in the year, sitting at the market cap of $1.9 trillion and wow, 18.62 billion in 24 hours volume. That, guys, that volume is very low. This thing is about to pop. It's very low. Okay, now let's go look at prices in details, because we are going to go back and forth. One thing here, like I said, I will give you a little bit of my wink wink time. Okay, you understand? My wink wink moment. If you want to take it, you do. If you don't, that is up to you. Okay, but anyways, now let's go on trading view, and we start here. First we see Dixie is going up, Bitcoin is going up. Come on, Dixie, go down so that Bitcoin can go up. But oh well, it is what it is. So first we're going to start with Casper. Look at Casper on the 1 hourly. We see the price action is trying to do some magic. Okay, the ribbon is trying to curve upwards. Moving average is sitting at 4.8. Is that 4 point? Yeah, 4.5. Oh, sorry, 4.5. And the sun is kind of shining into my glasses here. But we see the price action trying to make a move. So yeah. Now, for those of you with that wink wink moment, now let's go back here. I don't know, maybe I will use Wix. Let me use Wix Exchange. I think I will use Wix. So Casper, on that wink wink moment, if you look at the price right here, what do we have? This is on the 1 hourly. If you see, we had a buy signal, right? We had a buy signal. And once you do have that, which that means that now the price is above the point of control on the Bollinger Band. So it is going to try to see if it can break above this one, okay, above the top line, and up we went, right? Now, to confirm this, you have to look at the MACD and the RSI, okay? Look at the RSI and the MACD. You see that MACD is just turning green. It is just barely turning green, and it started to go up. The RSI do the same thing. It's also going up. Now, this one, you want to look again, because the 1 hourly does not give you that big confirmation. You want to go like on the 4 hourly and the daily. As you can see on the 4 hourly, yep, it is happening. See, we have a buy signal. Look at the MACD, it's already about to flip green, and look at the RSI, it's about to also flip to the upside. And price has not even touched the control point yet. So yeah, there is possibility of this thing going above the control point and then try to go take up the top of the Bollinger Band. So yeah, if I did not have a position open, I would open one. That's what I would do, and I would scale it up. So you have it, that one. And now you want to also confirm on the daily. For the daily tells you, it tells you even more information. As you guys can see, we have a buy signal on the daily. Okay, now that does not mean that it will take off like that. Now that means, like, guys, the price is going to go up, but there is a possibility of it coming down to touch the bottom of the Bollinger Bands and then go try the point of support before decided to go up. But one thing you will find out there is that let's go back here, the price has confirmed. That's what you will see. The buy signals is there. MACD, RSIs are showing you. Bollinger Bands are showing you. So yeah, for me, if I didn't have a position open, wink wink, I would open one. That's what I would do. That's on Casper. But if you go back to trading view, you can also see it. Price action has also started to move. And don't forget what we usually say. Price always gets attracted to the moving average. Don't forget that. Okay, that is just on the 1 hourly. And like I showed you the other ones, again, the same thing. 4 hours, you can see ribbon has started to spray. It hasn't curved yet because the 1 hour hasn't reset. Okay, it has started to spray, but again, we already know what usually happens after that. You look at it on the daily, we'll also see the same. Okay, ribbon still red and it's still squeezing together. Okay, so things are playing out for Casper. Okay, for me, I always tell you, under 10 cents is nothing but noise. Above that, we do have 15 cents. Once we cross it, this falling wedge is going to drop. And you guys already know, falling wedges are bullish patterns. The target is at 20 cents, which is all-time high. And then we go into price discovery. But anyways, it's up to you, okay? If you want to do you do you, I do me, and God bless America. That's what it is, okay? Now, we go look at Quant, QNT, the banker's coin, and the coin a lot of people love to hate. Here we go. Okay, wink wink moment, right? I'll tell you again. It's the time for wink wink, okay? You didn't hear it from me, but hey, if I didn't have a position open, now will be the time I will start looking for one. Because now, when you look here, what do you have? In every trade, there is a before the trade, during the trade, and after the trade. Right now, you have an after the trade moment playing on Quant because price went up, okay? Now you have this. It's about to pop, okay? Why am I saying it's about to pop? If you have a resistance, see this resistance, you see this one over here, resistance and support, we've been going into this triangle. We are past 70%. This price is about to go up, okay? Now, let's go look at some more. I'm going to take this one right here. What is Quant? Give me Quant. Quanti, give me Quant. Quant. Okay, I'm going to take Quant, okay? Yeah, sorry about that. Now, we get here. This is Quant, okay? On the hourly. What do you see? Look at MACD. Look at RSI. You can see here, it's a flipping. This one is also flipping. And you can see on Quant, again, we are testing the point of control, okay? Which shows you, okay, there's still a possibility of coming back down to test the bottom of the bands or go up straight from there. That's on the 1 hourly. Look at the 4 hours, okay? On the 4 hour, yesterday we had that buy signal, but again, looking at the MACD and RSI tells you, yeah, there might be a breather. This is where the little confusion usually comes from people. And I tell you, it's the after the trade because there is a possibility of price coming down to test the point of control and then go up from there. Because as you guys can see, the Bollinger Bands, they are going up. So that is the only little thing I see right there. But for me, I would have opened a trade, not even waiting for it. If you look at it on the daily, the same thing you will see. On the daily, we already have that buy signal. And then you look at MACD, look at RSI. Again, people are still telling you, yeah, it might come down. Of course, it might come down because right now we went straight forward to the top of the Bollinger Bands. It might come back down to test the point of control and then go up from there. Again, me, if I did not have a position, I would have opened it. I would have opened a position. And that's exactly what this is showing you, that right now we are in the after the trade point. Okay, after the trade, if you look at it again on the 4 hourly, you will see exactly the same thing. Price is shooting up. It is doing its thing. Now, for me, I don't like to wait for price confirmation. As you guys can see, it is going straight up there. Look at it on the daily. What do you see? The same thing. Price always gets attracted to moving average. I think I told you guys this before. And right now, we are looking to go try the moving average, possibly use it as support, and then keep on climbing from there. Now, anything under $120, like I usually say, is nothing but noise. Okay, nothing but noise. Above that, we do have 151, and above that, 164. Once we conquer that, you will be having $176. Above that is 230, and if we're lucky enough, this thing will crack through that resistance like nothing, and we will see all-time high before we start seeing price discovery. That's what's playing right now. That's what's happening right now. Okay, so for me, I'm gonna sit tight and I'm gonna wait. For Jasmine, is also basically also the same issue, although for me, like I told you guys, I don't want to look at Jasmine until we get above 3.5 cents. But hey, for the wink wink moment, this is why we're gonna look at it today. So if you look at Jasmine, JASMY, we do have here. Okay, this is the 1 hourly, and what do you see on Jasmine? Everybody and their grandmama is telling you like, no, it's going back down. Nope, Jasmine is the same position like Quan. We are in the after the trade stage because price went up. As you guys can see, it went, now it's doing this, consolidating, and it's getting ready for that next leg up. You do have the resistance, you do have the support, support and resistance, and this is more than 70% complete. Now, if you look at the ribbon, when you zoom in, what do you see? Beginning to squeeze, beginning to try to curve, right? The same thing, you want to look at it on the 4 hourly, and what do you see? The same thing. Okay, so yeah, it's not like yesterday this guy was like, yo, the ribbon is turning red. Yep, but do you look at it when you zoom in? What is it doing? It is curving to the upside. This was a fake out. This thing is about to take up. Go look at the volume, it will tell you. Okay, look at the same thing. You look at it on the daily, you will have the same thing. Look at the ribbon. It's curving upwards. It just turned green, and we haven't even touched the moving average. Now, when you go back to our daily stuff, let's see, what is Jasmine? What is Jasmine? Jasmine right here. Okay, now go to the chart. You will see that here. Okay, we start with the 1 hour. This is my wink moment. On the 1 hourly, what do you see? We have a buy signal. A buy signal right there, right? There's a buy signal, which again, you have to look at the MACD, look at the RSI. MACD and RSI are looking bullish, which means price, like you guys can see, it has already tried and got rejected to the point of control. But meaning that here, we might see it go up to go try the top of the Bollinger Bands. So yeah, it's up to you if you want to enter a position or you don't want to enter. For me, I think, yeah, if I was a day trader, I would have entered one. I already have my positions open on Jasmine, so it's for me to try to make as much money as possible. Like I told you guys, profits from shorting and longing the market is what I'm going to use to get those 5 million Casper coins. Okay, anyways, now let's go right quick. Let's go look at my position, although you guys already seen glimpse of them, but hey, let's go look at them one more time. But before we do that, hey, please do not get into leverage positions if you don't know what you're doing. If you want to do it, down below I do have the links: Bydfi, Phemex, Wix, and Margex. Follow those links, sign up. They'll give you free money if you meet the deposit requirements. Once you get the money, take $20 out and practice. And I'm trying to tell you that you practice, meaning like you go in, okay, stop loss, trailing stop loss, scaling up, scaling down, and all that, mambo jumbo that goes with it. If you don't practice, my friend, they will have a nice space for you in Rec City, and that is that is not a joke. You lose your money. Okay, so please be careful. And those of you who also want to try, I do have the Acorn link down there. I'm not going to look much into it because it's the weekend. You know, Acorn is what I'm using to teach my son how to trade on stock and ETFs. That's what I'm doing. Okay. Anyways, now let's go first. Start with Bydfi, although you guys already seen it. But hey, today I am sitting at, let's refresh it again, $9,100 approximately. Okay. And then if you look at my positions, you will see that here for Casper, I am up $97. Not bad, but he's doing his thing. Okay. On Quant, I am still down $3,600 compared to where it was a couple of days before, around $5,000. Yeah, I think I'm doing great. So it is doing its thing. If you look at Jasmine, I am up $2,200 approximately. Yep, we're making a lot of money. Like I told you, you can pause it, and if you want to, that's you. Go through the numbers. Okay. Now, next one is going to be Phemex. On Phemex, I am trading King Kaspa, Jasmine, and Quant. My overall here is sitting at $5,000 approximately. And if you look at my contracts, you will see that on my Casper, let's start first of all, Jasmine sitting at $2,100 in total profits. That's nice. Casper sitting at $100 profits, which is also nice. On Quant, I am sitting at $557 in total profits. And if you can see, they are also starting to look nice. Okay, so last but not the least, we're going to look at wicks. On wicks, I am trading King Casper, Quant, Jasmine, and Cubic. So if you refresh this, you will see that here my overall is sitting at $2,800 approximately. If you look at the contracts, you will see that here Jasmine, yeah, almost breaking even, $32. Nice. Casper sitting at $107 approximately. Nice. And you also have Quant. On Quant, like you guys can see, it's breaking out. That's nice. $576. That is more than nice. Okay. One thing you will understand here, like I said, if you check on all my positions, like I usually tell you guys every day, I am an aggressive trader. Okay. I trade at 50x and I do not use stop loss. That's me. I don't use stop loss. So please do not do it like me if you don't know what you're doing. Okay. Now the last one is going to be my son's Acorn account. Like I said, there's not much to be looked at in there today because we're in the weekend. So yeah, we're still sitting at $764 in total profit, which is nice. All-time high is still sitting at 4.69% up. And we still have our stocks sitting at 611 and the bonds and ETFs $152. So yeah, there's nothing to be looked at here today because stock market is down. The market is closed until tomorrow, Monday. So yeah, on Monday, let's see what we get from it. Okay. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. And that's my roadmap. I plan to use my leverage to acquire the 5 million Casper coins that I need, or even higher. Who knows? Okay. Let's watch and see how we do it. He's playing the market, right? Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe. I am trying to make it to 5,000 subscribers. Okay, don't forget to like and comment. If you don't have anything positive to say, drop me an emoji. If you are here crying about price, I'm going to delete your comment and I'm going to block you. I don't have time for people who cannot put on their big boys pants or their big girl skirts. Okay, this is a positive channel. We are not here for crying. Okay. And also don't forget to share so that other millionaire-minded attitude like you and yours truly, we can see these videos and the family can grow. Until I see you in my next one, please, take very good care of yourselves, okay? Bye-bye.